Okay, so have you ever like been to a restaurant, like on vacation or something,
Mm.
and there's that couple?
Oh, yeah.
They're not talking to each other
Yep.
at all.
The silent treatment?
Yeah. Like, are they mad? Or are they just, I don't know.
Or they're just so used to each other they had nothing left to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. Well, we're going to unpack that
Okay.
today in our deep dive
All right.
with this book, Together or Separate for Dinner, all about couple travel dynamics.
Right. And I think, that is such a funny observation, too, about the couples not talking, because it's so true.
Yeah.
The author calls it the silent dinner phenomenon.
The silent dinner phenomena.
Yeah, and he kind of jokes about it like it's this weird thing that happens on vacation where couples feel like they could have all these things to talk about.
Right. Because they haven't seen each other, maybe, as much, because they're both so busy.
Exactly. And then they get on vacation. They're like, wait,
I got nothing.
what do we even talk about?
Exactly.
You're right. I mean, you'd think there'd be this backlog of conversation, but I think being in such close proximity, it changes things.
Yeah.
It's like we start to just assume we know everything about each other.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And then we forget to ask those, those getting to know you questions that you'd ask maybe if you're on a first date or something.
Or even, those questions that can spark really interesting conversations, even if you've been together for a long time.
Absolutely, because I think
Yeah.
that's what keeps it fresh, right?
Yeah.
Those conversations where you learn something new or you see a different side of your partner. But when you're together 24/7, it's like that novelty kind of wears off.
It does. And the book actually, it focuses mainly on romantic couples. But I think this whole like over-familiarity, lack of communication thing, it can really happen with anyone you travel with.
Oh, totally.
Right.
Friends, family, whoever,
It's just different.
it magnifies everything, doesn't it? Being outside of your normal routine.
It really does. So we've identified the problem.
Okay.
Too much togetherness equals maybe less great conversation sometimes.
Right, right, right.
What do we do about it?
Yeah, how do we fix it?
Does the book tell us? So does the book tell us how to fix this over-togetherness problem?
Well, it actually gives us a kind of maybe unexpected solution.
Oh.
Yeah. So instead of like trying to avoid too much social interaction on vacation, he says we should lean into it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like bring in some fresh perspectives.
Yeah,
Connect with other couples.
I like it. Outsource some of the conversational burden.
Exactly.
But, how do we do that? Do we just wander around, looking for couples to talk to?
You could try that. I mean, sometimes you just strike up a conversation naturally, but the book, it suggests some more, I guess you could say, structured approaches.
Okay, like what?
He suggests looking at meetup.com
Oh, okay.
to find other couples who have similar interests, so you can search for things like, I don't know, couples who like hiking in Tuscany or something.
I love that.
Right.
Yeah, so you've already got something to talk about.
Exactly.
You're like, hey, you like hiking in Tuscany? Me too. Let's be friends.
And you're already on vacation, so you automatically have that shared experience.
I love it. So we've connected online on meetup.com. We've met these amazing couples. What do we do when we, see them in person? Because that can be a little awkward too.
Right, like how do you break the ice?
Yeah, exactly.
So the author, he has a whole section, he calls it Couple Friending 101.
Couple friending 101. I love it.
Yeah, and it's all about, how to have those conversations, how to like get things going without it being too weird.
Okay, so tell us, give us the goods. What are some of his conversation starters?
Okay, so one of his favorites is the food fail opener.
The food fail opener. Okay.
So imagine this. You're at a restaurant, you see another couple, and they're like raving about a dish they ordered. So you just kind of casually lean over and say something like, my stomach is about to eat itself if I don't get some decent food soon. Any chance you could share the name of that culinary masterpiece you're devouring?
Okay, so you're weaponizing your hunger to make friends. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love talking about food, right?
It's so true.
Or let's say you're, completely exhausted after a day of sightseeing. You've seen another couple who looks just as tired as you are. You can try the shared experience approach. Like just a simple, did you guys survive that hike too?
Oh, yeah. We almost died.
Exactly. Or
Yeah.
if I see one more souvenir shop, I'm going to lose it.
I love it. Okay, those are good. What else?
Well, there's always the, the classic weather talk opener.
Oh, yeah, the weather.
Yeah, I know it sounds cliche, but he makes the argument that it's actually more versatile than you might think. Because it's all about, connecting over a shared experience. So, you can say something like, if this sunshine doesn't stop, I'm going to turn into a human puddle. Or is it just me? Or is this humidity doing weird things to my hair? Something
Yeah.
like that.
It's so true. I'm starting to come around to the power of small talk.
It's all about, just putting yourself out there a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it can be awkward, but it can also be really rewarding.
Yeah,
You might make some great friends.
exactly. So we're ready to use all these new couple friending tactics, right?
Yeah.
Talk to every couple we see.
Well, almost.
What do you mean?
He does warn us about some couples.
Oh, no.
He gives us like a warning system
Okay.
for couples who are going to be, tough to travel with.
Okay, so like what? Like red flag couples?
Exactly. Red flags. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Hit me. What kind of red flags are we talking about?
Well, one is what he calls the glued together couple.
The glued together couple.
Yeah, you know them, like they're always whispering to each other.
Oh, yeah.
They just want to be like in their own little world.
Yeah, I get a little uncomfortable
Right.
witnessing that much PDA.
Exactly. It's like, okay, we get it. You're in love.
Yeah, exactly. Who else is on this list?
Let's see. We have the indecisive duo.
Uh-oh.
They cannot make a decision
Oh, no.
about anything.
Oh, that would drive me crazy.
What to eat, where to go. It's a constant debate.
I'd have to leave them behind, I think.
And then there's, can you take our photo again? Couple.
Oh, my God, yes.
You know those, right? Every landmark, every meal.
Oh, and they make you take it,
Got to get that perfect shot for Instagram.
like a million times.
A million times, and you're the photographer.
I know. I always feel bad saying no.
And you're just like, is this one okay? How about this one?
Yeah. Like, I'm not a professional. Yeah, okay. Who else? Who else is there?
Okay, we've got the wandering pair.
What's that?
So they're like constantly getting lost.
Oh.
They wander
It's
off.
a family trip to, like, the pyramids, and then they're gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you're responsible for finding them.
Oh, that stresses me out just thinking about it. Okay, is there more?
Yeah, there's one more. This one's a little tricky. He calls them the complicated couple.
Oh.
So this is like couples that maybe have some, underlying issues.
Oh, so it's not just like a little travel bicker. This
No.
is like,
Deep, deep down.
oh, deeper issues. And they come out on vacation
Yep.
because you're stressed, you're not in your element.
Right, and then everyone around them feels it.
Yeah, you feel that tension. Yikes. Okay, well, I am putting those couples on my avoid at all costs list when I travel.
Right.
So at the end of the day, what's the big takeaway here for our listeners? I mean, we talked about the silent dinner phenomenon. We talked about finding your people. We talked about the red flags. What does it all mean?
Well, I think the biggest thing is travel should be fun.
It should be.
Right. It shouldn't be a chore. It shouldn't be stressful. It should be about enjoying new experiences.
Yeah.
Making memories with the people you care about.
I love that. And I think that's true whether you're traveling with your partner, your friends, your family, whoever, like being mindful of each other, communicating, and, setting those expectations early on, that can make a huge difference.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, it's about connection, right?
Yeah.
And if you can come back from a trip feeling closer to the people you traveled with, I think that's a huge success.
Absolutely. Well, I know I have learned a lot today
Me too.
about traveling with people. I am definitely going to be using those conversation starters, try to find my people, but I'm also going to be watching out for those red flags.
Yeah, be careful out there.
That's right. And for our listeners, we want to hear from you. What are your non-negotiables for a successful trip? Hit us up on social media and let us know. Until next time, happy travels.